What's happening? What? Some of you, maybe a bit disappointed. You may have thought the dog was going to be here today. He was going to show up, but apparently inclement weather stopped his landing. Beth had to pull out of a nosedive to land and take off back to Honolulu, where they fly in from. Aloha. Aloha, dog. Welcome to Vape at 5. I'm your host. I'm BlackCat. Today we are getting serious. We're not really getting serious. We're not really going to get serious. But today, Scott Gottlieb, you people, Clutch, Anarchy Coiled, you people cannot raise your kids. I don't know what you're thinking, having kids, if you have them. I don't know what you're thinking, because you can't raise your kids. You are incapable doing that. Scott Gottlieb is here to save the day. He's going to teach you how... Uh-oh, we have a special guest.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do. Hi, Veronica. What are you doing, hon?
I'm doing things.
You're doing things.
Just things.
Things? What kind of things are you doing? I don't think she wants to be on... You don't want to be on the YouTubes today? No. Okay. Scott Gottlieb is here to save the day. Clinton, our church, he's not going to let your kids go astray. He's not going to let them pick up the devil e-cigarettes. He's going to put a stop to it. He's put his foot down. He's drawn a line in the sand, and he's not going to have it anymore at all. Hi, Veronica. She's just looming around. I wish she would talk. Are you going to do some crafting?
No, I was looking for this water because I got to take it upstairs.
That water?
And make sure that's dry.
Is that the craft you're making there, the welcome sign?
Yes.
Is there another one over there that you already made?
Yes.
Those are beautiful. My wife is like one of the best crafters I've ever seen in my entire life. In fact... You're
saying that because you want some ass.
That's not why I'm saying it, though. I do want some ass.
You're trying to butter me up.
I do want some ass.
Because you're in the doghouse.
She's got the red velvets on. Can you show them the velvets?
No.
She wears velvet pajamas when it's cold. They're red, and they are extremely sexy. Everybody's saying hi to you. They're looking for a dildo bludgeoning. So I know every time I do a show that in any way, shape, or form is not about coil building or like a review or anything, nobody comes. Like, I'm sure nobody will watch this because it's about the theme of the show is going to be about the FDA's release today. And I joke about Scott Gottlieb and wanting to save your kids. I think it's funny. I mean, it's funny that is the the message that is being driven home brilliantly, by the way, from the regulatory bodies of this country. But he put out some statistics today. So the statistics that backed up the use of the word epidemic that he said back in September were released today. And they weren't good. They weren't good at all. I mean, she's coming over here and she has something behind her back. I don't know what it is. Something bad is about something bad is about ready to happen. Here, she's looking at me. I'm scared. Hi. What? No! Those are giant boobs. Why do we have those around here, you may ask? I don't know. See, honey. Yeah, so there's that. We really should do a show together. It'd be much funnier than me sitting down here by herself. She's actually pretty funny. She just assaulted me with a pair of fake boobs. They're actually kind of cushiony and nice. Like, you could use them as a pillow, as I do with her boobs. All right, guys, so here's what the statistics said. For you, those of you who have not seen the statistics that were that he mentioned back in September, using the word epidemic, were released today. And today, He says that from the years 2017 to 2018, that the use of electronic cigarettes by children under the age of 18, 17 and less, rose by 78%. 78%. Roughly 1.5 million more children are using electronic cigarettes than were in 2017. That is fucking crazy. And that is what I would consider, I mean, I don't know if I would use the word epidemic, but it certainly is of concern if that is the case. Now, the thing that bothers me about these numbers, and you really can't argue, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and argue CDC numbers because, as I said before, I think statistics are complete bullshit. Statistics are bullshit. They really are. And, you know, whether they're for you or against you, I mean, there's a certain amount of legitimacy that they lack a lot of times. And the way that they phrase the question, like, you can get anybody to say anything you really want in these surveys to boost your side, whether it be whatever side you're upon. 78% change, it almost seems unbelievable to me. At the same time, that's what the statistics are, so you have to accept them, whether you believe them or not. Unfortunately, that's the thing, is that's what you have to accept. The interesting thing about this announcement today, the biggest interesting thing to me was that every major news had the message going by like 30 minutes after after all this was released. It was on 4chan, it was on CNBC, it was on Fox, it was on CBS, it was on every major news outlet, had already got the message and had it pumping out. The machine that is against the electronic cigarette, the vaping industry, is fucking insurmountable, guys. It's insurmountable. It really is. And what comes out today, we basically, for lack of a better, to put it as non-politically correct as I can, is we're fucked. We're fucked. Because this is basically all they need. This is all they need to really start pushing regulation. Now, I think that a lot of the stuff that came out today, and reading through what he said, I think at first glance, it's what we already knew they were going to do. They're taking a flavored liquids and ends systems that they called them. They're taking flavored liquids out of like convenience stores, out of gas stations, out of non-brick and mortar vape shops. And I think that ultimately, that is, for us who already use vaping products, is a great, it's not really that big of a deal for us. The online part of it is going to be much more difficult to control, and getting into online sales and limiting online sales is a whole nother can of worms, because it doesn't just deal with the industry, our industry, it deals with a lot of different industries. And when they start doing that, you know, that's when a lot of other groups will step up and be like, you're not really supposed to be murking these waters, guys. You're supposed to kind of stay on that side of it. So I don't know how effective limiting online sales will be ultimately in a long-term sense. But the fear of that happening is definitely great. And what that does for a consumer is it drives the prices up, because the brick and mortar company, as you know, and I do buy from brick and mortar. I try to, but a lot of things you can't, just because the price is just so unbelievably different. You know, $15, $20 difference on an item that's, you know, $35. Like if I'm pay $55 there or $35 online, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to pay the extra price for it. So I don't know if that'll happen. Now, the problem with it is that taking them out of convenience stores, which is done, that's done. They're gone. I mean, basically, they're going to have mint, menthol, and tobacco flavors allowed in convenience stores, with menthol and mint is on the table still. And the only reason they didn't take mint and menthol out of the stores right now is because they found that 20% of teens that use e-cigarettes, only 20% use mint and menthol. So they're using more of the flavors, the whatever else they have, cucumber and the sweet flavor that they have, which I don't even know. They're using more of those than they are the mint and menthol, and that's why mint and menthol made the cut. Now, the other part of that is they're looking to ban menthol. Menthol tobacco which is fucking crazy. But that's really on the table. And Health and Human Services Director is on board, Secretary is on board with that. And when he's on board with that, like, that's pretty fucking major, man. This guy has a lot of fucking power. I mean, so does the director of the FDA, but we're talking about a secretary of Health and Human Services. Like, we're talking about power from the executive level of government. So that's a lot of power. There's a lot of things that gentleman can do. So we are really against, like, we're really against the barrel here, that we really can't do anything about it. So the big argument by removing menthol is what they think is if they remove menthol-flavored cigarettes, combustible cigarettes, that it will push more people towards ENDS devices, electronic cigarettes, and that will then improve health of the nation. So in that way of thinking, they're actually still kind of on this bucket that they still think that e-cigarettes are a good idea. And that's kind of this fence that Gottlieb is like balancing himself on, because he's got so much pressure from like tobacco-free kids who, if you don't know anything about tobacco-free kids is funded by Bloomberg. I mean, they are a fucking multi-million-dollar organization. They can push things through how they want them done. They are not a small foe. It's a giant foe. And he's being pushed by them to get rid of all tobacco, all nicotine delivery system, everything. Get rid of it all. So he's got to find this happy medium, and he's teetering because I think he really does see the benefit of the products that we use for people who are already addicted to nicotine and already smoking. You know, he sees that. He has common sense to understand that. So he's trying to balance that in there somewhere. My thoughts on this, and this is just some regular dick who's been around the sun a few times, you know, who kind of understands like how things work. And boy, I'm gonna lose a lot of subscribers again for saying this stuff. I'm just by speaking my mind, you know. I've battled, like, you know, ever since I made the whole thing last time. Like, it really, like, you know, people don't want to hear this, and vapors don't want to hear this, but quite frankly. Guys, it's time to do what the FDA says. It really is. I'm sorry. I don't like it. I mean, I think that taking the pod systems and things out of the convenience stores is a major hit. And I think that hurts because I think that a lot of people who don't really know anything about the industry are going to, you know, are not going to have these type of products available to them when they decide to do it. Because a lot of times quitting smoking, you know, sometimes it is a decision that you make, you know, over a long term. You set a goal and say, I'm going to quit smoking then. But sometimes quitting smoking can be you wake up one day and feel like shit and be like, you know what, I'm going to fucking quit smoking. And you go to a convenience store and you purchase a product. That's how I quit. That's how I quit. And I've quit now for over 2 years. So I think that is a huge percentage of people that quit cigarettes do it kind of on a whim. They just get sick of it. And they're like, you know what? I'm fucking quitting and I need something to help me. And a lot of times back in the day, you go to the patch and gum, didn't fucking work. You go back to cigarettes. I went to vaping and it fucking worked. So the products not being in convenience stores is a major hit for people who are trying to quit smoking. Will it? My thoughts on this are that we do what the FDA says to the best of our ability. You know what I mean? Read the law. As a community, the biggest thing that we can do as consumers is, or as advocates for the industry. If you want to be just because you're a consumer in this industry doesn't mean you have to be an advocate. Doesn't mean that. You can do what you think you need to do is right. And that doesn't, I think that you need to stand up for the rights of vapors because I think we need to secure these items for future generations. I really do. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's our responsibility to do that. That's how I feel. That doesn't mean that you have to feel that way. You know what I mean? That's just the way that I feel. That's the message that I preach. But as consumers and as adults who care about the welfare of children, which I hope we all do, if we see somebody selling an item to somebody who's under 18, whether it be a tobacco product or an e-cigarette product or even alcohol, it's our responsibility. We're not going to jump in front of the cash register and be like, don't do it! But it is our responsibility to say something. And I don't know what all that entails. Maybe some people say things differently. I know that I would say something and try to impede the sale as best I could. I'm not going to call the cops or anything. But, you just try to say, hey, man, you can't fucking do that. Did you card that guy? What the fuck is wrong with you? Shame them into doing it. That is where our responsibility lies in all this, because you know, the whole thing of kids getting a hold of these things and kids using them is going to destroy the industry. It's going to destroy the industry. There's no doubt about that. And if, as I mentioned before, if the statistics that the CDC and the FDA rely upon release do not change quickly, like next year, then we are fucked. Now, the thing about the statistics that were released today is like a 3.5 month. So they're only looking at statistics from like January till like, I think maybe May. So it's not even the full year. Like, that's fucking scary. Like, how bad are the statistics that they're going to release? You know what I mean? If that's only for like half the year, 2018 is not over yet. And they had these statistics in September. So how far back do these statistics go? Is this half the year, 3 months, 4 months? So, it's scary. You know what I mean? So we really don't know what the full statistics are for this year. But I know that by next year, this time, if the statistics have not changed and kids are still vaping and the surveys, the pencil to paper surveys they're running are not showing that kids are stopping, everything's going to... I think that the next step, the only logical step that he has is to ban all flavors, whether it be in brick and mortar, over the internet, anyway, is to ban them all. Now, you say, well, that doesn't affect me because I can DIY and I can do this. And you know what? I hope you're right. I really do. I think it's naive to think that way. I do, because I'll tell you this. I can assure you that people who make decisions like this are thinking about that. They're thinking about it already. They're not just going to be like, they can't do it now. We're good. All right, great. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking about how to stop it. And ultimately, what I've said from the very fucking beginning of this whole entire thing is they're going to try to schedule nicotine, and they're going to try to make it prescription. And that's where they're trying to go. And ultimately, they're going to do it in steps. They're not going to do it. They are making major things right now, but ultimately they're going to do it in steps. And I think that if as far as like how far they're going to get with it, I don't know. So, should you stop writing your congressmen if that's what you think you should do? No, absolutely not. And I think you need to tell them your story if that's what you feel like you should do. You should tell them your story. I've written every congressman in Ohio and several federal or national congressmen and told them how I feel about things. And I've been just met with this same letter you guys get. We're going to protect and we feel the FDA and and we're going to protect kids, blah, blah, blah. That's the message that's coming across, guys. So, I was extremely frustrated when I first saw it, but there's not a whole lot you can do. And the message is clear and the message is consistent, and we are going to be pounded with it. Pounded with it. So that's where we are. I wanted to kind of give you an idea. If you hadn't read it, you can read it. I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. You can read Scott Gottlieb's explanation of what he did. Take it for what it is. And that's where we're at, guys. So what we talked about earlier is kind of fruition, and basically they're going to continue to do things until we fucking... Did you use a copy and paste? Where they're going to continue to fucking take things away until, either the industry does something. Which I don't know. It's kind of funny because I don't know where all this is going to go, because a lot of this stuff comes in from China, things like that. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of interesting to see what's going to happen with everything. I know that I'm going to try to, continue to vape, and I don't want to go back to cigarettes, but I'm scared. I'm scared because I will fucking smoke. If I don't know. I don't know if I'm strong enough to move on. I'm down to 3 nic. I'd like to do 0, but I'm scared to. So that, my friends, is where we're at. God bless you all. I hope everything works out, and just keep our, try to do everything you can and really try to keep our fingers crossed and hope that, you hear like Tobacco Free Kids, the guy who runs that place, he was all over the news today. And you hear like his message is fucking crystal clear. All combustible cigarettes, all ENDS devices, all e-cigarettes gone, all of them. None of them remain. All of them gone. His message is very simple, and he's not straying from it. And like I said, he's backed by millions and millions of dollars. So there There you go. All right, let's say hi to everybody. Enough of that. Then we're going to do a build, and then we will probably get out of here. Tomorrow is Rigged Friday. I hope everybody has entered Rigged Friday. You have to go and repost a picture from Manipulated Metals page. His link is below. Go to his Instagram page, repost it, and write the 12 traditions of vaping, right? And repost it. And you will be entered to win 3 sets of coils from Manipulated Metals. Thank you, Ken. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Hey, Sin. All right, let's say hi to everybody since we're here. First person is BlackCat Whiteface Vapes. That's me. I'm raving mad. Bones the Skater. What's up, Bones? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Charles McLaren, the Baron in the motherfucking house. Charlie. What's Clutch and Charlie are here. The team. You guys teamed up the chat. Chat could go crazy today. All kinds of Scott Gottlieb supporters may be here. Anytime you name, like, nobody's going to watch this video. Anytime you name something, like, about with vaping and Scott Gottlieb, you're like, oh, I'm not going to watch that shit. I want to see either, like, women, like, with boobs, like, on vape videos, or I want to see, like, cloud comps. I don't want to see fucking people talk about, like Scott Gottlieb. That sounds boring. Glad you guys are here. Good to see you, Charlie. Glad you're here. Sinan. What's up, Sinan? How you doing, honey? Good to see you. Glad you are here. Clint. No, I'm fucking lying. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Clutch. What's up, Clutch? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Eddie T. Hell. What's up, Eddie? How you doing, man? Good to see you. That is my man M16 Hills. Changed his name. Eddie is Eddie T. Hell's the Iron Maiden guy, right? Iron Maiden. I love Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's awesome. Exploring around Wales. What's up, Wales? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Exploring around BlackCat today. Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Ian Thomas. What's up, Ian? How you doing? Jeff Lawson. What's up, Lawson? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Jeff Sealer, J&J. J&J Music Factory. Motherfucking house. What's up, Jeff? How you doing? Juan Castillo. What's up, Juan? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Kate Nicole. What's up, Kate? How you doing, hon? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Kimmy Dixon. What's up, Kim? How you doing? Kim's birthday. Kim had a birthday yesterday. I did not know that until late in the evening. Well, I wish I would have known that. I'd thrown a birthday party for you. We had a party yesterday. I had a birthday party for you. Right here on the show. Could have. Should have. Good to see you, Kim. Happy birthday. Hope everything was great yesterday. I'm glad you're here. Lou Frigg, what's up, Nick? Now, Nick came out with a great idea. Nick is putting together a list of, I don't know how you want to say it, approved builders. I don't want to say approved because I hate, that sounds like a very judgy thing to say. But a lick. Nick's putting together a lick. Sin watch out. Watch out, Nick's licking. All right, no, Nick is putting together a list of verified builders that we all know that, you know, we can add to a list, and we'll leave it in the BlackCat Facebook group, which if you're not a member of the BlackCat Facebook group, the link is below. It's called the Cat's Eye. Join it. It's fun. We have a lot of fun. There's a lot of action in that group. It's great. It keeps my fucking phone blows up constantly because of that group. There's all kinds of stuff in there. A lot of great people, a lot of great builders. We're going to have a list in the group that Nick's going to put together that is going to be all verified builders, people that we know, that we, you know, that build, that you're going to get a quality coil from. Okay, so I don't know if that's anywhere else on Facebook. It might be. If it is, then we're going to try to do it. I don't know if it is, but I don't know where it's at. So we're just going to do one for the group. So if you want to buy coils, you can go to that list and you can pick somebody that you really want to try coils from, and you'll know that you're going to get, you know, what you pay for. So thank you for doing that, Nick. I really appreciate it, man. Matt Chandler, what's up, Matt? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Merle South, what's up, Merle? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you're here. Kim, what's up, Kim? How you doing, man? Good to see you. A lot of people here today. Church, what's up? Otis Writing Church, good to see you. Simple Vapes, simple man with simple vapes. What's up, Scotty? How you doing? Stephen Aiken, what's up, Stephen? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Stu. What's up, Stu? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Favorite Buckeye. What's up, Buckeye? How you doing, brother? Great to see you. Glad you are here. Tom Urban. What's up, Urban? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining. Glad you are here. Tommy Vapors. What's up, Mr. V? Good to see you, brother. Glad you're here. Miss Tracy. What's up, Tracy? How you doing, hon? Great to see you. Train Sonic. What's up, Train? Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. Vaping with, there he is, Vaping with Kid. What's up, Kid? How you doing, man? Great to see you. Glad you are here. And my brother from another mother, Mr. Wood Tick Mike. Good to see everybody. Thank you for joining today. Glad you are here. All right. So what we're going to do today, today is going to be a build for tomorrow's giveaway. So we're going to build, we're going to talk. I think people like that. I think people actually enjoy the building and talking videos. I actually noticed yesterday, I went back and looked at my stream data, and I was dropping a ton yesterday. And I had some problems getting online today with the firewall through YouTube. So I think some things have changed on YouTube's side. And I noticed yesterday as well that Heavy was dropping on. Heavy did his show last night with Johnny Drips and Mike Vapes, and they were dropping a lot also. And he thought it was maybe his kids were on the internet, but I don't think it is. I think some firewall permissions on YouTube side have changed. I was able to kind of I know a little bit about that, so I was able to kind of get around it. But when I first tried to go live, it was blocked. The firewall was blocking me, so I actually had to go in and rechange my settings in OBS to get on, and then change them back to the way that I want them to be. So if I drop a lot during this, if you guys could just say, hey, you're buffering or whatever, because I don't think it's my internet. I'm outputting. I normally output about 3,000K. So I'm doing about 30 meg output, between 30 and 35 meg output, which is plenty for just a 720 stream. So let me know. Yeah, Ken, you had issues last night too. I wondered. I think they changed something on their firewall. At least that's what my I have a data analyzer that tells me what's, and that's the messages I was getting back, that it was the firewall is rejecting the request. So I don't know, and there's ways to get around it. If you have a question, I can kind of show you what I did. But yeah, so that's what I was seeing. Anyway, all right, guys, we're going to do a little build time, a little chat time. I am going to watch the chat as best I can. I have a gigantic Nichrome 80 D-core here off of 26. So I could do a really nice 4-core today if you guys would like that. And I just went bye-bye. See, I'm streaming at 31 and I'm back. See, I'm still streaming at 32. So it's not me. It's not me. Let me look at my... Oh, it's red. Son of a bitch. Yep. And I'm streaming at 33. Funny, you meant... Watching. I'm still streaming at 32,000. I don't know what... Let's get out some Nichrome 80 square wire. That's three. All right, these are going to go out in the giveaway for tomorrow, and these are my all-day vape. So these are the ADVs. This is pretty much, if I'm going to vape something that's like normal, like this, they come out to 0.1 on a 5 wrap on a 3 mil, come out exactly to 0.1, and they are a phenomenal vape. And what it is, as most of you know, if you've watched me for any amount of time, these are 4.3 square wire nichrome wrapped in 36 gauge nichrome, all kidney puncher, and just an absolutely beautiful vape. So I look like I have enough D-core that I can get 3 coils out of this. So I'm going to try to prep it accordingly. Grab this here, stretch this out. All right, there's one. Cut my second one here. All right, there we go. Hey, Addy, how you doing, man? Jennifer, how are you? Good to see you. Big Doc, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? You're shit weak, but we don't judge here. Good to see you, Doc. How are you, sir? Got a good crowd here today, man. Thanks everybody for joining. A little Thursday action. I'll tell you, we had like so I've mentioned this before. The one thing I actually like living where I live. I like living in a Columbus suburb. I like Columbus, Ohio. I grew up here and it's home, but I do like living here. But the one thing about Ohio, and it's this way for a lot of the Midwest, is we really don't have seasons. We go from like winter to like 2 weeks of spring to summer. Then we go from summer to 2 weeks of fall and then winter. And we're already in winter. We're having like, today it was 30 degrees and raining. It was 34 degrees or 33 degrees and raining. Like the worst possible weather you could ever have. Freezing cold out and freezing wet rain coming down. Now it's changed over to snow where I'm up north of the city. And it's changed to snow now. So I think tomorrow commute. I had a pain in the ass time getting to work today. So tomorrow, with all the water's already standing on the road, and it's supposed to get down to like 30 degrees tonight, it's going to be a fucking mess tomorrow, man. I'm not looking forward to it at all. But yeah, that was my commute in today. It was fucking awful. I had a piece of 40 gauge laying around here. What did I do with that? I'll have to get me another piece. Let's get this out of here. The Dead Rabbit RTA. Okay, Jennifer. I don't have I have a Dead Rabbit. I didn't get the Dead Drop, and I did not get the Dead Rabbit RTA, but I've heard good things, really good things about it. So yeah, that'd be one thing. They don't take about a pooping on Main Street. Nah, they don't. You could ask my you can look at my criminal record for that. It's funny, San Antonio, my boss is moving from San Antonio up to Columbus, Jennifer. Kind of funny. Yeah, he'll be up here. I think he's actually moving right now from San Antonio to Columbus. Had to fix your power. Yeah, that sucks. Hey, Drew, what's up, man? All right, so we got some ribbon. I got some wire to tie it off. Take this all the way down. Take these two pieces here. I'm just going to fold them nice right over each other. Up top here. Easiest way to make a 4-core, guys. Grab it up top, pull them down together, stretch them out. Pick which one you want in the middle and make it a little bit smaller so that it stays inside. You always want it to be perfectly flat and together when it comes off the chuck. And you want to make sure that the one that's inside stays inside and the one on the outside stays on the outside, because if they get flipped over each other, you're going to have a bitch of a time once you start making it. So what I do is I just get it there, get my 38 gauge, and I'm going to tie it off. And then I'll flatten it back out. But I use my thumb to hold it and then just tighten it up. There we go. And that looks pretty good. Staying together. All right. So move my fingers down. Now see that nice gap I got in there? I don't normally do it that way, but I'm not going to worry about it, because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten it up right here. And that way I make sure that they stay exactly how I want them to lay. This is going to be super tight. That's all right. I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to move it up to right there. Perfect. Now I got it. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. So let's clean it up a little bit here. I may start doing it that way from now on, and that would just use 2. I'll have to show you guys how I did that, because I kind of like how I did that, actually. All right, 4 loose wraps with some 38 gauge right in the middle there. And I go back up to the top here, pull it back down, and right behind that tie, I grab this out of here. Let me cut that. Grab my ribbon, and I'm going to make a slider right behind it. 2, 3. Not putting too much pressure on it, because I want to make sure that it actually slides. And we're just going to smash that down nice. Clean it up a bit. Cut my rest of my ribbon. Now I put a little moisture on your fingers. Don't swallow any ribbon. Pull that down. Pull the slider right behind it. Go right up behind that first slider and put your second slider right behind it. 4 nice wraps, not too tight. Just enough to keep it in place. But you want to make sure it moves. Clean it up. Take that extra ribbon and put it in my little thing over here. Now take your fingers, get a little moisture on them. Go up here where that 38 gauge is. Pull it down about 3 inches. Pull that first slider right behind it. Pull it down about 3 inches. Pull that first slider right behind it. Now you pull your second slider down to about the middle. Leave it there. pull your 38 gauge all the way down to the end. Pull your first slider right behind it. And we're going to make a cut right here on the end. Now I have it nice. See how nice and see that? See how that lays so nice now? I trained it to come down there like that. Perfectly stacked together. So I'm going to clean up the end. Normally, I would put glue on this, but I don't really use glue anymore, and the reason being is because I use the drill chuck insert that I have fallen in love with. So I'm going to grab my drill insert thing here. Let's do this. So let's get this on my swivel first. And let's grab this drill insert chuck, open it up. All right, now I'm going to grab my core here so you can see it. I'm just going to slide that core in there as far as I can. Once I get it in there in the middle, I'm just going to hold it together best I can. Put it into the chuck and tighten it just a little bit, not all the way. Then when you get it in there perfectly fit, and close it down. That easy, man. That easy. Now I'm gonna make sure it's nice and level. Awesome. Let's take this. I don't know if I can go this way much without fucking up. All right, let's get you guys up top. Let me get you up top here so you can see what I'm looking at. Go. There's that. Let me put my hand right here and get a nice focus. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, so I don't know how much I have here, but it looks like quite a bit. So I'm going to see if I can get 3 coils out of this. Move my slider down to the beginning. Flatten it out. All right, guys, let's stretch this out. So on my stretch here, what I do is I just stretch this about arm's length. I don't stretch it all the way. I give it about an arm's length stretch. And then I just and then I use tension to stretch it all the way. The reason I don't stretch it out all the way is because when I do that, it gets tangled, and I can't stand that. So let's move myself up here so you guys can see me still. And it looks like the angle is majorly off, but it doesn't look like it's off here. Just kind of odd. Like that angle looks off, but it doesn't look off here at all. It's kind of odd. Tie this on here. Just gonna take this and wrap it around a couple times. All right, nice and tight. Cut off the excess here so I don't get it wrapped up in my coil. Throw that away. Have a drink of coffee and a vape, and we will start her up. Oh my God, it's a floating Scott. That's awesome. All right, let's start her up here. There we go, laying real nice. Want it about right there. Looking really good so far. So let's move this slider down just a bit. We're just going to take our time with it and take it all the way down. Ease on down the road. When you're doing these, just go at what speed you feel comfortable. The key is that you're able to keep your angle exactly where you want it, and you don't collapse your cores. But once you start getting better at them, you'll feel more confident about not collapsing your cores, and you'll be able to go a little bit faster. I don't go as fast as most, but I go faster than some. Notice I'm not moving my fuse hand at all. Keeping my fuse hand right below it with about, I would say it's probably maybe an 8-degree lead, 7 to 8 degrees lead on it. My hand just sits right on the table. I just roll it right down. Watching my lead angle and watching my fuse. If you ever lead it a little too much, just stop and let it catch up. And once it catches up, then lead it a little bit further. All right, perfect. Keep it going here. Take it down about another inch. Everything looks great. Right on going. When you start it back up again, start it just a touch slower. And speed it up once you get it. Rolling right on down the build. All right, perfect. Take this down just a bit more. Right there. All right, we're going to keep it right on going. Almost done with the second coil. Once you start really doing these, you should really try to do 3 to 4 coils per stick. It'll save you a lot of time in prep. So do that little extra decore and make your cores a little bit longer, and that way you can get 3 or 4 coils out of one run. And trust me, you will save so much time in the long run. Seven to 8 degrees, Juan, yep. Yeah. All right, let's keep it right on going. It looks like I might have enough to finish the stick. I hope I do. By enough, I mean a decore. Oh, I'm off camera. Hold on. Let me move this down some so you guys can see. Here we go. Whoops. Can you see it? Yep. Okay, keep right on going. Move these two down. Let's finish her up. Take this all the way down. My friends, this is what good swivels, good prep, that drill insert, and patience get you. is you can do runs like this all day long and nail them. And it really helps to have all the right tools, with a little bit of patience. I still had enough. I could have went probably another inch. And I got a full stick of 4-core aliens here. Let's measure this out and see how much I actually walked away with. Move that out of the way. Up here. You guys over here so you can see. Oops. Move that back down like that. And how much did I get? I got 11 inches. Okay, so for each one, I need about 3 1/4. So, oh man, I'm going to be just short. Just short for a full set. So, we're going to do them all 3 1/2, and that'll give me, that will give me 3 nice 5 wraps with a little extra legs. There's that one. This one. And then I have my last one here, which is, I could actually do it. I'll do like a 6 wrap with that one. Here's my set. Right there. That's the set I'm going to wrap up. Move this out of the way. Move the camera over here. Move, whoops. All right. Move that like that. Focus that in. There we go. I think that light, maybe turn that light away a little bit. You probably can see better. Yeah, that looks better. Let's get this around a little bit more so it's nice and flat. There we go. All right. So grab the first one here. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take them here, take my nylons and just give them a nice pinch, keep them nice and tight, flatten them out. They're already pretty daggone flat, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But hemostats. Grab it at the very top there. I'm going to do a 5 wrap. Perfect. All right. Bend that up. There we go. Perfect. So there you go. Whoops. Perfect little 5 wrap. Let's do the second one here. Garbage I have there. Have a little bit of garbage on the end. I'll just cut that off. All right, there is. So that's them right there. I'll set them down here so you guys can see them. Let me just wrap. So I have another one here. So this is a little bit longer. So I'm going to see how many wraps I can get out of this. I'm just going to do 1. And I can use this for a single coil vape, or I can just send this to somebody who wants it. I think I'll be able to get I know I'll be able to get a really nice 6 wrap, maybe a 7. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's do 6. Nobody really wants a 7 wrap 4 core anyway. So do a nice 6 wrap. Bend that up. And so you notice here how one's much shorter than the other. All you do is grab the shorter one. You're going to pull it about a half a spin and then take the other one and bend it back around, and now they're even. Clean up the ends here. All right, let's take a look at these guys. Let me fix this one first. This one I didn't get fully wrapped around. So let's bend that back around like that. There we go. All right, let's take a look at these bad boys. There you go. 4-core Nichrome 80 aliens. Put these in a little box here. These will go out to tomorrow's winner. Let's see, it's the 6. Here's the 5. So those will go out tomorrow too. Whoever wins the BlackCat care package tomorrow, you will receive these coils. So these, I don't know what those are. And then these are the ones for Wednesday. All right, so those are Don's firecrackers. These are my vape, the all-day vapes. And then this little 6-core I'll just leave for whatever. I'll have to just keep that in my collection. There. All right, let's bring you guys back up top. There you go. You know what? I'm going to label them. I'm going to label them real quick just so I don't forget, because I never label them, and then I sit there and look at them like, what the fuck? What are those, dude? All right. So let's just go ahead and avoid any kind of confusion. So we got Don's DF44s, stainless steel, and we got the ADV N80. So you'll notice that I'm just doing like very basic things. ADV N80 and DF44 stainless steel. So you have to watch the show to know what the fuck that means, I guess. Those are Don's firecrackers. And these are, those are pretty, man. Those fucking, the ones I just made are fucking pretty. Those are good look. That's a good looking coil. All right, good looking set. Is there a couple of my little Walmart stickers I have? Specs on the firecrackers are 4-core, 0.3 square wire, stainless steel, 4-wrap on a 3mm jig. Do not duel them. Do not duel them. Use them one at a time. Do not duel the Don firecrackers. You will blow your fucking face off. They are low. But for single coil vape, it's 0.13. And it is absolutely amazing vape, guys. I'm telling you, you're going to fucking love it. All right, guys. There we go. Ugh. Thanks, everybody, for showing up today and listening. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I hope that... you get a chance to go out and read Mr. Scotty G's, he's a Scotty G too. Kind of funny. Mr. Gottlieb's information regarding the vaping industry. And hopefully, you know, you see a little bit of promise in it. You know, there's some bullshit in it too, but he's got a lot of people he's got to fucking please. And a lot of people with a lot of money that are trying to point him into doing it. So... if you are interested, here's my own self-promotion here, guys. If you are interested in getting a BlackCat care package, please contact me at blackcatwhiteface1@gmail.com. Or you can contact me through the Facebook group of the Cat's Eye BlackCat Whiteface. Just message me on there. Or you can contact me on Instagram. There's 3 different ways to contact me. And I can tell you what the prices of it are, what all you get. And we can talk about what the benefits of having after you buy it, what the benefits of getting it are. Bill, he said, using hands. What's a mail recovery letter? Frank, they didn't come. The coils didn't come. Juicers. I'll give you the tracking. I have the tracking. I'll give it to you. I got it upstairs. I'll send it to you. I don't know what mail recovery letter means. Did it not just not get there? They said it just didn't make it. That's bullshit. Yeah, message me and let me know. Fortunately, man, I don't have any more, so that's it. Yeah, I can't make juicer coils. That sucks. Remember we talked about that before? Like, there's nothing I can do. I hope it shows up, though. You too, Kate. Thank you, honey. Just her reference, unless you're done with the sickness. All right, guys. It is fantastic to hang out with you guys today. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. Put comments in the below. Any questions you have regarding what I went over today, I'll try the best I can. They opened it. They opened it. They opened the letter? Buddy, I don't know what to tell you. I've never heard of that. They opened my mail? They can't do that, can they? There's nothing in it but coils. I mean, just say they were crafts, I guess. I don't know. They haven't contacted me. I'll have to look at the track. I'll send you the tracking. You can check it out, Frank. I don't know, man. I don't know. That's weird. All right, guys. You guys have a fantastic night. I will see you tomorrow. Tonight, you got Ken's show. Vaping with Ken has a show on tonight. I believe at 8 o'clock. You have Vape Team's on, I think, at 10. And Nick might be on, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you're in any of the chats, I'll see you there. You guys have a fantastic night. I'll see you tomorrow for Rigged Friday. Make sure you get entered. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock on Vape at 5. Love you guys. Have a good night. If you're in recovery, stay strong. I promise I will too. See you tomorrow.